Hi friends, this is part 2 of Unit 1, Lesson 18. We are going to finish our comparison bar problems. We just have 4 word problems to solve, so this video is probably going to be a little bit shorter, but I wanted to make sure that you are truly understanding how to solve these comparison bar problems. So our directions say draw comparison bars, write an equation, and solve the problem. So since we know that we are going to be doing comparison bars on each of them, why don't you pause the video and draw your comparison bars for each of these problems. All right, so number 5, Chris catches 15 fish. Sean catches 9 fewer fish than Chris. How many fish does Sean catch? So here we have 2 boys that are catching fish. We have Sean and we have Chris. So let's go ahead and use our cube strategy to find out who has more. So I have 15 and I have 9. Underline my question, circle my label, how many. The next word is fish. I know that Sean catches 9 fewer. So that tells me right there that Sean caught fewer and Chris caught more. Now I'm ready to fill in my comparison bars. So it says Chris catches 15. So where does that 15 go? The 15 goes in Chris's box. Then I see that Sean catches 9 fewer. I know that when a number is attached to 9, it goes in the oval. So here I am missing a partner. When I'm missing a partner, I know I can solve it by adding up, or I can solve it by subtracting. Either way, I'm going to draw my picture over here. I can cross off 9 of them. Or I can add on 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So Sean caught 6 fish. All right, let's do number 6. Number 6 says there are 9 more apples in the basket than bananas. There are 17 apples in the basket. How many bananas are in the basket? So here I have apples and I have bananas. I see that I have a 9 and a 17. Underline my cubes strategy, or underline my question. Here is my label of bananas. I'm going to box any clue word. So I see more apples right there and 17 apples right there. So if I were to try and figure out which has more, which is there more of in the basket, apples or bananas, it tells me right here, 9 more apples. So my A goes on top and my bananas go on the bottom. I know that the 9 more goes in my oval because it's attached to more. 17 apples. I know that my 17 goes in my apple box, which is at the top. And now I can solve for my missing partner. Just like we did above, you can do a subtraction equation, or you can do an adding up equation. So go ahead and solve that right now. Either way, when you count your circles, you will get an answer of 8. All right, the last 2 problems for today. So we have Maya, and she has 8 fewer pennies than nickels. How many nickels does she have if she has 7 pennies? So this one, we don't have 2 people, but we do have pennies and nickels. So those are going to be our labels. So let's start and use our cube strategy, and then I'm going to have you try and solve this one on your own. So we have 8 and 7. Here is our question. If I find my how many and look right after, nickels is my label. I am going to box my clue words. So I see fewer pennies, that's a clue. And here's 7 pennies right there. So I know by reading fewer pennies that she has fewer pennies. So my P goes on the bottom, my N goes on the top. 8 fewer and 7 pennies. I want you to pause the video right now and see if you can solve this problem on your own. Did you get it? Let's check. So 8 fewer goes right there. My 7 goes right there because it belongs to pennies. And now I'm looking for a missing total. So the only way I can solve this is by doing 7 plus 8. Maybe you did a doubles strategy. If you drew a picture, it would look like this. And I would get an answer of 15. Great job. All right, last problem for today. So number 8 says, there are 5 more horses in the barn than the field. There are 12 horses in the barn. How many horses are in the field? So I see a 12 and a 5. Here is my question. How many? And then my label of horses. I know that it says there are 5 more horses. I'm going to box that. I'm going to box the word barn. And I know there are 12 horses in the barn. So since I'm only dealing with horses, I'm not going to label these with an H. I'm actually going to label them with a B and an F. So right now, what I want you to do is pause the video and fill in your comparison bars and then solve this problem. All right, let's see how you did. So barn and field. I know there are 5 more in the barn. So my B is going to go on top and my F for field is going to go on the bottom. I see 5 more. So that goes in my oval because it's attached to more. And I see 12 horses, but where are they? In the barn. So my 12 goes up here. This time I'm looking for a partner. So when I'm looking for a partner, I can solve it in 2 different ways. 5 plus box equals 12, or 12 minus 5 equals box. Either way, when you solve it, you will get a 7. So 7 horses are in the field. Okay, friends, great job today. I hope these comparison bars are getting easier. They all follow the same steps. You really just have to dissect your word problem, break it down, use the cube strategy, and then use what you know to fill in your comparison bars. I will see you guys in small groups. Bye.